Welcome back to the channel, everyone. This is AKA McCracken, also known as your favorite uncle, your fun uncle, good old Uncle Joe, back with some Super Mario Brothers. What? Well, we had a suggestion from everyone's favorite aunt, Aunt Andrea, that we play some Mario on Mondays. Her exact suggestion, easy for me to say, was how about a Mario Monday? So we're going to do Mario Monday. Now, originally the plan was for her to be here with me as we did Mario Monday, and we were going to play two-player. I was going to let her be Luigi. I don't know if she's aware of that, but I kind of had a wrinkle in her plans, so that's not going to happen today. So it'll just be me, and what I want to be doing is just talking about my own history with the game. So, first time I can remember playing Super Mario Brothers was on a Play Choice 10 in Walmart. That's right, good old Walmart. Back when they had video games at every store. It was great. Anyway, on a Play Choice 10, it had like 10 different games you could play. You put in a quarter, you get to play for X amount of time. You never get to finish the game. I guess if you knew where the warps were, you could. And I don't know how identical it was to the home version, but that was my first experience with it. I just fell in love with the game. It was great. And part of the reason I can remember first time I played it was there's a kid there that was offering me advice on how to play the game. And I didn't care. I didn't care that I was missing coins or power-ups. I just knew that I was running and jumping, and this felt great. I mean, the game just felt good, and fell in love with it. And we'd already had games. I mean, we had an Atari growing up, which, by the way, still works at last check 40 years later. How about some big hoots and salutes to Atari for having a piece of hardware that still works 40 years later. Anyway, so we weren't unfamiliar with home consoles. We just had the most basic one. And along comes the NES, and I mean, it hit big. Everybody wanted one. And one year at Christmas, our dad's boss sent home a present for us. And me and my little sister opened it, and it was a Nintendo Entertainment System with Mario packed in, and he gave us 2 extra games, Double Dribble and Top Gun. If you never played Double Dribble, it's great. I suggest you try it. If you never played Top Gun, it's okay. I suggest you try it. But I remember it was so exciting. Dad, tried to calm me down immediately. Now, son, that might not be what that is. And I understand his concern. What his concern was that, I get my feelings hurt that that's not what it is. I couldn't, in my then, 10, 11-year-old mind, fathom that people would wrap a gift in another box. I mean, who would do that? It's crazy. And who would do that to a child? It's even crazier. And I'm terrible at this game, by the way. So there we are. Christmas. We got Super Mario Brothers, and I was in hog heaven. Both my sisters played a little bit. My brother would play, you'd go rent a game on the weekend. My brother would play Punch Out if we rented Punch Out. He might play some Top Gun, but outside of that, he really didn't. Older sister, she probably started out better at Mario than me, but I think I caught up to her pretty quick. She was probably pretty into New Kids on the Block at the time, so she might have been distracted by the boy band. Then my little sister, who was more of my running buddy than any of them, bless her heart, I run her on video games for her entire life. Her turns were always so short, and mine were always so long. She just got where she quit playing, and I never understood. Couldn't help it that I was really good at the game. Not really good in our family. I'm obviously not super great at this game, but to be fair, platforming in this game is pretty strict. I mean, you gotta be on point. I was thinking there was one there. Good grief. I haven't played this stage in forever. That's a credit to the level design there. Oh, who wants to see Mario dance? Yeehaw! Anyway, that's a credit to the level design there. I mean, there's, something funny about the way those blocks were stacked. It's not that I necessarily remembered where the beanstalk was. I mean, that's just part of the beauty of Mario Brothers. I mean, they knew how to make and design worlds at Nintendo, and this is just a perfect example of it. Whew. That'll make those springs in Mario Maker big, kind of like those, be that big and unwieldy. So I don't remember Mario Maker being that tough on springs. But Mario games are, just a fabric of the video game culture. Everybody should play the games to get a feel for how awesome the classics are like this. It's like watching an old movie or reading a classical book. I mean, everybody that's a connoisseur of an art should dig into the classics just to kind of increase their appreciation for the art. I'm getting a little deeper here than what I normally would, I think. But, going back to Clark Kent 000's comment on Mega Man's music, or if you happen to go watch his video that I suggested, or if you watch my own Castlevania Throwback Thursday when we talked about music, there's no more iconic music than the Mario Brothers stages. I mean, I guess you could say it's repetitive, but it's so catchy, And the graphics, I mean, you can tell exactly... Oh, what? You can tell exactly what everything is, except for you're going to run off a cliff, Joe, because you're busy flapping your gums. But that's kind of the point of what we're doing here. The point is to flap my gums and share my thoughts on this. Oh, that one was tough. Should have held that jump button just a little bit longer. Of course, they didn't have to have two fish jumping out at the same time, did they? I mean, come on. Come on! And truth be told, I had forgotten this game had little, basically save states in the middle of the stages like that. I forgot that if you died late in the stage, you didn't go all the way back to the beginning. That's how long it's been since I played this game. This is just great. Done ain't good to go over the top anyway. I was going to try to go over the top for some reason. No. Take that, Bowser. For any of you that haven't played this game before, you're in for a surprise with the later Bowsers at the end of the game. I won't run it for you if you've never played it. Maybe you'll get there on your own. Anyway, I'm not sure if I mentioned it. I'm playing this on an NES Classic. It feels the exact same as what I remember original Mario Brothers feeling like. I mean, it's just a beautiful game. Everybody, if you haven't played it, please check it out. And if you've played like the Super NES version with the updated graphics, I would urge you to go back and try the one with the old style graphics. I mean, it's going to play the same, but to really get an appreciation for the classic game that it is, go for the original look. Y'all, I want to thank you for watching. I hope you liked it. If you did, please hit like, subscribe, leave some comments. I might not be the chattiest guy, but I will respond to you. And if you like this video, we'll maybe look at making Mario Mondays an ongoing thing. Again, thanks for watching. Y'all have a good night.